You want to grow a lot of greens, but you don't know where to start and which one to grow. I'm gonna show it to you. I tried several greens and they are in different locations. Now we're gonna start with cilantro. That's a huge patch what you see, cilantro, which I harvested seeds last summer and I just broadcasted them here. I didn't even cover soil, just broadcasted on top of the soil and that's it. I watered it several times, so now it's flowering. I'm gonna leave it to flower, but I'm gonna harvest all that greens and I'm gonna chop and freeze them. In Central Florida climate, cilantro will germinate by themselves in October, but unfortunately in October it's way too hot and they were starting to blooming way too fast. Already in January I saw flowering stalks, so it's too early. But what you saw on the fence, that what probably I broadcasted around December, January, and now only now they're flowering. I have several locations actually. It doesn't matter if it's partial shade or full sun. It's actually they're quite fast with flowering. But unfortunately, I'm not that efficient and disciplined to go and harvest all that leaves on time. Sometimes I leave them, and that's the reason they start to flower. Here is my green stalk, and you see this deal. It's actually quite short. And I think this one is called teddy bear, and I like it because you see it's completely covering, so I'm gonna use this specific variety next year to as a cover crop to cover soil so it won't be visible. So I'm gonna use cilantro, what you saw, that specifically I tested that area for covering soil, and I'm gonna use this specific variety because it's short and it covers. This is one single plant, by the way. If you think this is 2 or 3 plants, no, it's a huge one. It's just one teddy bear variety. This one is kale and actually did much better here. It's full sun, apparently it's fine. So actually dill and kale will take full sun. Cilantro, not really like. Probably morning sun will be much better. Here, for example, kale in small cells, and this is in full shade, and you see it didn't grow. Salad is fine, by the way. Here is another green variety which already started to flower because it's way too hot. This is actually my patch with succession planting, and you see even that one is starting to flower. That one. My idea was to get it next to my porch, so if I need something to grab it, I will get it and run to my house. Because I don't have any greens very close to my house because it will be not really ideal sun location, unfortunately. That's the reason I planted there, just to test, because those containers actually have holes underneath and it can root in the ground. Here is another variety which is blooming with yellow flowers, cilantro blooming in. This is very shallow vertical planters, you see. Black one I do not recommend for hot climate at all. This one is actually salad. It actually takes almost forever for them to get that size. So I'm not really a big fan of salads at all. And look at this, is huge leaves, actually huge. Look at size. That's my own. Very huge. And actually they get huge only in specific location, by the way. This is another variety of salad. Again, I don't see that robust. They are not really so aggressive. I need aggressive plant because the more aggressive plant, the less maintenance from you it needs. South part of Chile. I harvested all this deal because I'm gonna chop them and freeze them. The same I did with these greens because I got way too many. And when temperature goes higher, they starting to grow much faster. So during like January I didn't have that many because we had such a cold January here January here in Florida. And you see now I harvested all that dew. And look at this variety is so thick. That's another one. This is not, I don't think so. This is teddy bear. For example, you see this piece. Do you think this is south part? No, this is north part of my stalk green. North. So it's getting sun from here, maybe like 2-3 hours. They don't need full sun, so this is how I do. On the north side, I plant plants which do not need full sun. You see, I have strawberry here. I have carrots, but carrots getting sun from here. They need sun actually. That one is not good for shadow. No. I have strawberry here, and you see this one actually afternoon sun. It's not like full sun. This is morning sun. You see, they still doing fine. Here is a salad on mostly like full sun. They don't do well here. That's another green, very small leaves, and that place I believe didn't get enough nitrogen because greens needs nitrogen. That's the main fertilizer for them if you want to fertilize. Here I got the same green. Unfortunately, they got infestation with fleas, aphids actually. Yeah, that's the reason I harvested them, and I'm gonna freeze them, chop and freeze. So I'm not sure I'm gonna grow any greens during summertime. I have actually. This green stock, by the way, didn't perform well because I think it doesn't have enough nitrogen in soil. I probably mixed something here. Now look at this. Is really like 2 hours of morning sun, maybe 3 hours, not that much actually, and it's so perfect, so beautiful. Now here is my DIY project of raised bed, and this is like a lot of some kind of live composting. So I placed a lot of green materials here and put some layers of soil. That's it. I didn't put any brown materials. Again, they have huge leaves. I'm not gonna say all variety names because you won't be able to remember them. Just go and grab my guide. You will see names there. I don't know if you're interested in radishes, but I found out only 2 varieties actually probably I'm going to grow. This is a very big bulb, and I don't see it just starting to flower. Look at this deal. It's just covering everything, and it's taking over my Masore raspberry. Because I planted, because my Masore raspberry is very small. It's a tropical raspberry, just in case you didn't know. And I planted some garlic and onions just to cover soil. I didn't plant anything here only because my irrigation goes only here. I probably will do something else here, but not now. I'm still tasting. So let's recap. All greens will need nitrogen. If you don't have enough nitrogen in your soil, you won't get big leaves, and your crop will be not really enough. Then you need to think about what kind of sun you have. Morning sun is the best for greens because they don't like that afternoon heat. Even in Florida in February, sun is very harsh. I get tan during February, so keep in mind that one. Here is a life hack for you. If you don't want to use a lot of fertilizers, just get grass clippings. That's what I use, because most green actually will be nitrogen. And you put layers of them, like let's say 2 inches of green part, 1 inch of soil, and you do like layers. And then on top of that, you will have 2 inches of soil where you're gonna plant all your seeds, and you will never need to fertilize. They should be fine for the season if they have enough water. This is kohlrabi in 3-gallon pot, exactly how I did. Actually, this bulb started to getting bigger, like in 1 week it got so big. And this is 3-gallon pot. You see, this is 7-gallon pot, and I have again all these planters, so I'm trying to have some kind of layers. Cilantro I have here, this is morning sun until 2 p.m. but until 2 p.m. is still too much actually, but I don't have any other variety. I leave it here because it helps to attract pollinators for my blueberry, and I replanted this one actually, so just to attract pollinators because my blueberry is blooming. That's where I get all this cilantro. It's reseeded here. You see, this is my lawn. Eventually I will need to cut. Here is, I'm gonna leave it as is for now. It's actually next to my fig tree. Should be fine. So, fertilizers, location, and exactly, I would say in terms of vertical planters, if you want to use that one, shallow one, I don't really like it because when temperature goes up, that shallow one needs so much watering, way too much actually, compared to a regular green stalk. If you have green stalk, I would go to regular ones, especially if you are in hot climate. If you are in mild climate, you can do shallow, but not in central Florida. So I'm not really happy with all these black planters. I bought them very cheaply in Aldi. I thought I'm gonna test them, but overall I need so much watering and I'm not happy about that one. They get overheated, so I need to cover that black side on a full sun with something else, and it's kind of hard. I need to maybe paint them. I replanted some dill here, hoping it will reseed, so next year I don't need to plant them. Greens I replanted too. They are very good with replanting. The only thing which I didn't replant here is salad. I'm not really a big fan of salads. They don't produce that much. And if you are new to gardening, you may be disappointed. Waiting game is too long. This is another actually radish variety, which is quite good too, because pulp is enormous. It's so huge. So next year I probably will grow only 2 varieties of radishes. And this one was in full sun, and I was surprised that it was pretty good. I planted carrots just for tasting because it's too late. It's already March. In Central Florida we got 90 in days. Too hot. I didn't plant a lot of beans this time because I have another bean variety, which is summer variety, which does so well. So I didn't bother to plant that many beans. I have one there and there, but they didn't produce much. And on top of that, they were hit very hard, and most of them died when we have freezes here in Florida. And this time we had 6 freezes. And what you have seen so far survived all that freezes. We got 20 on ground level, and you see that all them survived 5 times all these freezes. So I think green beans, it not really makes sense for us to grow here in Florida. You can plant them right now in February, but it's a busy season, February, March here in Florida. So I don't do them. And for summer bean, just go and see my video, summer bean. They grow like a weed, believe me. Check out that video and grab my guide with green varieties, and see you next time.